Mr. Speaker, in the disastrous military event which have happened during the past fortnight have not come to me with any sense of surprise. Indeed, I indicated a fortnight ago as clearly as I could to the House that the worst possibilities were, and I made it perfectly clear that whatever happened in France would make no difference to the resolve of Britain and the British Empire to fight on, if necessary for years, if necessary alone. I have thought it right upon this occasion to give the House and the country some indication of the solid practical ground upon which we base our inflexible resolve to continue the war. There are a good many people who say, never mind, we shall lose, sink or swim, better die than submit to tyranny, and to such a tyranny. And I do not dissociate myself from them. But I can assure them that our professional advisors of the three services unitedly advise that we should carry on the war, and that there are good and reasonable hopes of final victory. We have fully informed and consulted all the self-governing divisions. These great communities, far beyond the oceans, who have been built up on our laws and on our civilization, and who are absolutely free to choose their course, but are absolutely devoted to the ancient motherland, and who feel themselves inspired by the same emotions which lead me to stake our own upon duty now. We do not yet know what will happen in France, or whether the French resistance will be prolonged, both in France and in the French Empire overseas. The French government will be throwing away great opportunities and casting adrift their future if they do not continue the war in accordance with their treaty obligations, from which we have not felt able to release them. The House will have read the historic declaration in which it is the desire of many Frenchmen and of our own hearts who have proclaimed our willingness as the darkest hour in French history to conclude a union of common citizenship in this spirit. However matters may go in France or in the French government or other French governments, we in this island and in the British Empire will never lose our sense of comradeship with the French people. If we are now called upon to endure what they have, and if final victory rewards our toils, they shall share the gain. I and freedom shall be restored to all. We abate nothing of our just demand. Not one jot or tittle do we receive. Czechs, Poles, Norwegians, Dutch, Belgians, who joined our causes to our own. All these shall be restored. What General Bagon called the Battle of France is over. I expect that the Battle of Britain is about to begin. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Upon it depends our own British life, and the long continuity of our institutions and our empire. The whole fury and might of the enemy must very soon be turned on us. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this struggle, or lose the war. If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be free, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit uplands. But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new dark age, made more sinister and perhaps more brutal. on Julian. I do not yet know what exactly drugs, whether the person resisted from me or not, but in drugs and in the friendship when he ethical is dishonesty. That's it. But the fact, okay, so what do you claim the other three?
Baby, fuck the Federal Reserve! Fuck the Federal Reserve! Fuck the Federal Reserve! Fuck the Federal Reserve!
I was just muting him. I'm like, I don't know. I just put him in the audience.
Stop, they can set people up beyond that, right?
So the billions of dollars that are being set.
I mean, if we're following flat Earth professorship here, then I guess we have flat gays. So it's cool. It's cool. This is why I love Akima, because Akima brings light and laughter into my life. Because here's all I can say: we wouldn't have this many fat people if 70% of the world was gay.
You might have a point.
Because as a gay community, we have bears, we have fat people, but we keep them at a strict 7% of the population. Like, there is not room for more of them. We have fitness gays, we have athletic gays, we have Twinkie gays. Like, you wouldn't have this many obese people if we were controlling the population.
Lead it to lawlessness. Everybody gets the lowest common denominator, right?
That's another show, which is true, if I point.
What are you trying to say in your mind?
By mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dusk, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the fire from the house of rest, who piloted the ship of Ra, advancing onwards to the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth, behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein Pita floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of noon. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye. Ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow as my word, for I am Ra incarnate, Kefra, created in the flesh. I am the Eidolon of my father, Timu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth, and a God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day. The desire of my heart realizes itself, as that of Pigda when he created. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word, therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom. All light, all power, thought. eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guide me in this work of art. Thou, the star of the east that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the signal present in heaven and hell, thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing, ever yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, the mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me. So the every spirit of the firmament, and of the ether, and of the earth, and of the earth, on dry land, and in the water of whirling air, and rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God, the vast one, may be obedient unto me. I invoke the priestess of the silver star, Asi, the curved one, by the ritual of silence. I make open the gate of bliss, I descend from the palace of the stars, I greet you, I embrace you, O children of earth that are gathered together in the hall of darkness. The speech in the silence, the words against the son of night, the voice of Tahuti in the universe and presence of the eternal, the formulas of knowledge, the wisdom of breath, the root of vibration, the shaking of the invisible, the rolling asunder of the darkness, the becoming visible of matter, the piercing of the scales of the crocodile, the breaking forth of the light. Okay, this is a hypnosis psychologist, part of God Hypnosis Communication Incorporated. We are going to do the invocation of Thoth, which is an Egyptian God hypnosis. So take a deep breath of the day through your nose, hold it for 10 seconds. Let go, visualize the color red, and say, I am a flower. Take the second deepest breath of the day through your nose, hold it for 10 seconds, close your eyes. Let it go, and say, I am Thoth Hermes Trismegistus. This is the invocation of Thoth, which is essentially thought. The temple being in darkness, the speaker ascended into his place. Let him begin by a ritual of the enterer as followeth.
Oh, that's my grandfather.
Procul este profani balasti ombeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance.
I'm Turkish girl.
Okay.
So now the Turks are like bringing the.
People going up to every
A million years. Well, I get that, but I watch. So even with Caddy,
But
Right,
they-
for years.
I'm not an Israelite, right? And this is also disenfranchising me.
Wow. So amazing.
Who coined the term? Who coined?
It probably hasn't pulled in a while. Hey,
I speak 10%. How can I get down $100? $100. Sotheby, I mean, when you eat a strawberry or you have some tapioca pudding, are you like always angry and upset with a book and some words in it, and you're always getting technical? Can't you just be happy?
With the people that claim to be part of the fan club, that's what I'm upset with.
The fan club? What fan club?
I don't know, all the Christians that love the Bible, that fan club.
Oh, you mean those people who are networking and using a book to do the networking? They're trying to improve their lives.
Is that what you call it, networking?
Yeah, it's a networking group. You didn't know that? Because you're taking it so literally. You think these people actually think it's real as opposed to them just LARPing and organizing. Did you ever think that, you fucking moron? What about that? You genius? You fucking genius? Tell us about your wisdom. Tell us about how intelligent you are, you fucking moron. Be honest. Tell us how smart you are now. Because if you really hate people who are trying to improve their lives and use a fucking fictitious ghost book, I mean, give me a fucking break. You're pathetic. I mean, what kind of loser are you? What kind of loser goes through his life hating on people? It's pathetic. Get a life, loser. Yeah, get a life. I just came to tell you that. Tiffany Sotheby is complete and my plane has landed.
Alright, great. Appreciate that. I'm glad you got me all figured out since we just met.
Yeah, in 10 seconds, that's all it took. I knew everything I knew, everything I needed to know about you in 10 fucking seconds. 10 fucking seconds.
Yeah, that seems unusual anyway. So,
go ahead and pontificate. Oh, pontificate your wisdom, almighty one.
well, it seems to me that we've introduced the desires of the personal states.
Usually this old damn white guys, but here's little babies. Now, this whole climate change thing,
Or the breathalyzer test? If you...
I wouldn't debate him. And you should have asked and said, interesting, and I do know.
But, like, any character to be built.
Need to worry, avoid. It's gonna be somewhere out there in Saturn.
somewhere.
Study how to give as one that is sick, that thou mayest hereafter give as one that is whole. Fast, drink water only, abstain altogether from desire, that thou mayest hereafter conform thy desire to reason. Thou wouldst do good unto men, then show them by thine own example what kind of men philosophy can make, and cease from foolish trifling. Eating, do good to them that eat with thee, drinking, to them that drink with thee, yield at war, give way, and bear with them. Thus shalt thou do them good, but vent not upon them thine own evil humor. Even as bad actors cannot sing alone, but only in chorus, so some cannot walk alone. Man, if thou art aught, strive to walk alone, and hold converse with thyself, instead of skulking in the chorus. At length think, look around thee, bestir thyself, that thou mayest know thou art. You would fain be victor at the Olympic Games, you say, yes, but weigh the conditions, weigh the consequences, then and then only lay to your hand. If it be for your profit, you must live by rules, submit to diet, abstain from dainty meats, exercise your body perforce at stated hours. In heat or in cold, drink no cold water, nor it may be wine. In a word, you must surrender yourself wholly to your trainer as though to a physician. Then in the hour of contest, you will have to delve the ground. It may chance dislocate an arm, sprain an ankle, go down abundance of yellow sand. Be scourged with the whip, and with all this sometimes loosely the side of sophistication, which will only hinder my endless quest to come closer to you. Help me live my life with faith, with sincerity, and with perfect simplicity. Giving, my God, help me become a giver. Help me give and go on giving. You You've called on us to be charitable. Show me how. Show me how to give with a pure heart, with an open heart, with a heart filled with joy. Lead me to those who are truly deserving, for giving is so holy an act. Help me find the truly needy and help them find me. Truly.
Like what? Take away.
Has left him. He is not in the same condition of health as before. Unless indeed his cure is complete. No man. Study how to give as one that is sick.
I just sent you a picture to your Twitter.
Audience to the heart. That the evil one.
No, I have, like, sometimes they're hanging out in a room.
You still have all that outstanding.
I've seen his human dream swamp full of plans and denial.
The Hierophant ritualistic conscious alignment reflects the Logos archetype that structures sacred traditions. The journey of the Fool through the major arcana stages mirrors the process of individuation, the integration of unconscious elements into consciousness to achieve psychic wholeness. Cards like death and the Hanged Man.
John laughing in the background.
Of destruction and renewal.
Sir. Right? Of advanced technology that
Interdimensional.
In the first place, mechanical engineering is.
Yeah.
Between many.
They usually become kind of like a plague upon those who are trying to, have people, more purposeful.
Taking the overloaded term of social networks and disaggregating it into zero networks, one networks, and n networks, just as we did for micronations in the creation of accurate maps. We take this for granted today, sensibly free and democratic society. Only now are they realizing that the many speech and thought controls that their predecessors had set up and hidden in plain sight, like stringent regulations and high capital requirements for broad on wokeness, Macron, France, reject American woke culture that's racializing their country, organic navigation, satellites, and
before the
1,400 people.
At the same time that the British Empire embroiled several other conflicts. But they took a stand, they said.
They're structured.
Yeah.
Friends, according to him, it was a targeted cover-up and that they destroyed emails and evidence. But today, the most shocking and surprising thing was Anthony Fauci threw David Lorenz, a 20-year assistant, under the bus and acted as if he'd already ever met.
That's like kind of being cradled.
Spirits dwell where breaths ignorance.
when you were going to confer with anyone.
In reversion to those on
it's compromising.
1,000 times on this app over the next 100,000.
In a miss.
You don't need to the room. I can't talk shit. I can't feel pasta.
I'm still.
Man, October 7th is because that hate existed forever.
yesterday, but is accomplished every day.
Just dark virtue. The Chinese say that the Hun or bright ethereal yang soul governs the upper body, and the poor dark earthly yin soul concerns itself with the lower body. Here, lots of mention.
What I'm saying is, all that shit what you be talking about, like I just gave you a round. Like you really still talking about it.
Some who deny the very existence of the Godhead. Others say that it exists with neither.
And it wasn't so. Sure.
Shit, nigga. On my mama kids, I got the wrong type of shit, nigga. I still got that.
Exactly for sure.
God commanded the prophet Hosea to marry against prophet.
I'm not going to, listen, I'm not trying to recruit right now. What I'm trying to do is that I heard that
God commanded the prophet Hosea
to marry a famous prostitute and father children as a lesson.
Oh my.
That's my point.
I don't know why this gives me, it's not similar to ego, but for some reason, I'm thinking
This
of
feels
ego.
worse than you.
I'm not going to, listen, I'm not trying to recruit right now. What I'm trying to do is that I heard the hurt in Tiny's voice and the hopelessness.
Oh, you got no car. You ain't got no car.
Are you the Saw? Have you ever seen this Saw movie?
Silence. Traditional systems of...
I think
You clip everybody else, how about you clip whack? If you ain't gonna clip whack for me, then there's no...
LARPing by becoming...
Well, I don't go to these war-stricken nations. I go to places like...
So these are the 6 things that we are working on. If anyone has been writing them, feel free.
My dad being dead.
Data, my successor,
Work of art record.
it's the so it will get better. The idea is that if you stand notion of having an idea for the job.
I feel bad. Nobody does something that makes them feel bad, even though
These have survived NFTs.
Horizons. Again, we say, in the schools, what didst thou call exile, imprisonment, bonds, death, and shame? I call them different things. I call them things indifferent.
There he went to visit the 4 perfect ones in the distant mountains of Kumshir. When he came back across the border into his own city, he lost gaze, saw no throne. The breath of nature. When great nature sighs, we hear the winds. When noiseless in themselves, awaken voices from If we were as intent upon our own business as the old fellows at Rome are upon what interests them, we too might perhaps accomplish something. I know a man older than I am, now superintendent of the corn market at Rome. And I remember when he passed through this place on his way back from exile, what an account he gave me of his former life, declaring that for future, once home again, his only care should be to pass his remaining years in quiet and tranquility. For how few years, if I laughed, he cried, that I said you will not do. But the moment the scent of Rome is in your nostrils, you will forget it all, and if you can but gain admission to court, you'll be glad enough to elbow your way in, and thank God for it. Epictetus, he replied, if you ever find me setting as much as 1 foot within the court, think...
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey Dad, it's John. I'm enjoying my new deck. So what I did is first I scrubbed it all down, and then I applied what's called rubber cement, and then I sanded it all down, and then I painted it with a stainer, which was a total waste of time. And then I spray painted it with some shitty spray paint. And then I had to buy a whole bunch of high gloss spray paint. And then I re-spray painted it all in the high gloss. And the high gloss stuff looks amazing. And then I put a security thing, with fake leaves. So it's like perfect. And anyways, what else was I going to say? I was going to ask you about your mother, Grandmother Lee, and the Standard Club, and what she was doing in 1925 downtown Chicago. Anyways, good Shabbos, Rabboni Shalom. Hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, T-Robs, this is 4 years of trolling you. You just heard me calling my dad. He didn't pick up, of course. I left him a voicemail. Alright, we're gonna call my other Jewish friend, Rabbeinu Shalom. You can hear how Jewish people talk to Jewish people. You get the exclusive skinny on the little hat people planning. Max!
Yes.
Max, this is somebody's listening on this line, but they think that there's a Jewish conspiracy and the Jews run the world.
100% of the world? Or like how much?
I don't know, T-Robs, what do you think? You want to come up here and say something? This is Max. What are you doing? Good Shabbos.
I'm trying to, well, it's on I actually might have to break Shabbos, man. It's really bad.
Why?
So my grandma's in the hospital because pray for her in Texas. And so I might have to drive to Texas with my dad. And it's pretty bad.
Don't drive. Are you crazy? Why would you drive there? You could die just driving there.
Well, but she's alive now.
I know, but flying is so much safer than driving. Why the fuck would you drive?
I'm kind of scared about the Boeing situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, do you know how dangerous driving is compared to flying? Like, there's nothing up there to hit. It's called thermodynamics, motherfucker.
Okay, whatever. Well, let's talk about the Jews around the world.
Oh, he left. He's a Jew-hating piece of shit. He lives in Northern Ireland.
In Ireland?
He's Northern Irish.
Does he have like Celtic pagan roots?
I don't know. He said he couldn't become a. Anyways, he's a fucking piece of shit. I hate this fucking guy.
Here?
No, he left.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but I make fun of him. I call him a leprechaun and shit. See, because he says I don't call them the fucking hook-nosed motherfuckers anymore. Now I call them little hat people. And I'm like, well, you're a fucking leprechaun. Put your fucking leprechaun hat on, you know. And I fucking just rip him apart and make him seem like a piece of shit.
Information warrior. I'm just very impressed with this kid. Named Enoch. 26 years old. I'm a believing Baptist Christian. And he's been exposing the fuck out of the LGBT. Just wrote an article on Service today. And his writing's getting better. Like, I don't want to, like, pat myself on the back too much. But I was, telling me should write more. But, I'm very impressed. And he's kind of getting people to, like, either expose themselves as frauds or have balls. Because there's, like, it's kind of crazy how, like, what's happening in Cook County is also happening in Lake County, also happening in Kane County, also happening in Champaign County.
So you mean like what you're saying is the real conservatives are saying, hey, hold on a second, you're a fucking faggot?
No, there's an endemic of faggotry in the like conservative movement across Illinois, and it's so segmented. Like you're like all the stuff that you deal with the Northwest Side GOP and Chicago GOP, they have no clue what that shit is. Like even like 15 minutes.
You mean it's even worse?
What?
It's even worse?
It's the same kind of shit. And they're all connected through service. So it's like, they've kind of implanted these, like, perverted retards all throughout the state where they become gatekeepers. And they, like, fuck with the, it's really interesting shit. But Enoch is starting to cover it. And he's kind of based in Kane County. Kane County has the same exact kind of shit with Chicago, but they have a more direct pedophile connection because it's the home of Dennis Hastert.
Oh, well.
Pedophile king.
Did you see the photo, the head of the GOP with Paul Fiedler? I was like dying laughing when I saw Paul Fiedler on their Instagram. I was like, this is so funny.
Oh, did I tell you that I was walking to Chicago and I saw the Chicago GOP office?
Where, in Lincoln Park?
It's
on Lincoln
Square.
It's on Lincoln. Yeah. Lincoln and Fullerton.
And I look in there and Paul Fiedler is just standing. Like looking at me, and I'm just kind of like effing around. I'm a pussy, so like I think he like was trying to pretend like the lights are off. He was just standing there, and I was like looking through, and I think he like was trying to be like I didn't see him. I was so obnoxious that eventually like I leave, and then I see Paul Fiedler comes out. He's like, Max, what do you want? Max, what do you want? And I just scurried off. That's pretty funny.
That's so funny. That's so funny. He's such a fucking goofball.
I do think those offices are like, you know how like if we have a lifestyle, like a smoking weed lifestyle or an alcohol lifestyle, it's like, hey, let's meet at the crib. We'll
What, they go to the Lions pub there?
Well, I think their lifestyle is just like, hey, you want to lick some butthole? Let's meet the office.
I don't know. These guys are trying to fucking skim, man. They're trying to make money.
You know, but I think they're like, you know, they also probably do some weird sex shit too.
Maybe, but this is like their .com business because it really does seem like a .com business. It's kind of funny. It's like basically an event.
The shit about other places doing the same shit. It just rocks my world.
It's basically.
Like, County's trying to do the same thing with multiple different groups, you know.
You do realize that if Paul Fiedler eats ass, you do realize that he's essentially an event planner, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot of faggots out there. So, what are you doing today?
Might have to go to Texas. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Why don't you just go to O'Hare and just fly there?
What? And I'm trying to turn off my energy, except some moves.
Why?
Across the hall. Well, I'm in a new social class. I have in-unit laundry.
Ooh, you're lucky.
That's like, I'm in a new social class now.
I wish I wish, but it's if I wanted to do it, it's so expensive and it's impossible.
No, I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying I'm in a new social class now.
When I lived in LA, I rented a room from this British Jewish woman. She was British, and she was a total nut job. And one day she's like, she accused me of stealing the knob on the oven. And I was like, are you listening to yourself? I was like, why would I steal the knob off the oven? She's like, you're trying to fuck with me. I was like, what? I'm like, why would I take the? I'm like, and I did not take the knob off this fucking oven. You know what I'm saying? I did not. Like, I don't cook. So, anyways, it was a very nice building, and it was owned by a very old Jewish woman, you know, German Jew, came over, you know, survivor and all that stuff. And oh my God, fucking LA is so much nicer than Chicago, dude. Whew, but this is, you know, everything is so expensive. So you gotta have millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, you gotta be a multimillionaire. Anyways, you know, life is good. What are you doing for Shabbos? Are you gonna actually go or not?
I think so.
Is she in an assisted?
Last night was so crazy. Like, Brandon Johnson is such a clown. I was thinking about it, like the sheer amount of fireworks everywhere in Chicago.
Holy shit!
It proves that they have no control whatsoever.
Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. Dude, that's nothing. I flew over LA once during 4th of July. All of Los Angeles is lawless. Like, fucking fireworks up the wazoo.
We're better than New York and LA. We have more laws in order to go to those places.
I'm just saying that which is a good thing, meaning that every major U.S. city still has some fucking balls. Like, we're not afraid to blast like a motherfucker. Because last night was intense, dude. I mean, I filmed the shit out of it in my neighborhood, and holy fucking shit.
I know, it was like 5 per block. I'm like, this is insane.
It was like World War II, World War III over here. I was like, the fucking artillery cannons are going off.
Intense too, like high quality shit.
Yes, powerful illegal shit. It's wild. Like, so where does all that shit come through? It's from the fucking ports, and it all comes out of China.
Yeah, they're so ready. Like, if it was, I really think like 100 people could like take down like a major part of a major city.
It's
not ready.
It's amazing how fireworks are essentially the mineral industry, because all that powder is basically mined, you know, and then manufactured into these little like products and shit. So, and it's all done by Chinese hands. Do you know how many Chinese children made all the fireworks last night that blasted off in this fucking country? Fucking millions of Chinese kids made the fireworks last night. I mean, that's probably really true, dude. That's probably the real truth. But it's almost impossible to probably investigate that unless you really went to China and risked your life. But that's probably the truth, that slave labor made all those fireworks last night. Child slave labor.
Something in America. And then like a lot of veterans of foreign wars like can't be around the fireworks either.
Man, you gotta fucking smoke some weed and have a beer and say fuck it. Like, if a firecracker flies through my window and kills me, fuck it. I mean, it was intense last night. I was like, this is fucking, the year before that was powerful too, but last night was the kicker, man. A guy, a couple.
It was so lawless. It was like in the street. Like this one guy was literally, like I put on my Instagram, where like, it was a pussy firework, but still, the fact that he's able to have it in an intersection, and it's just like not a big deal.
Dude, that's like, nothing. That's nothing, man. Oh, some guy died. Some guy died down the street in the alley. He blew himself up with a mortar.
What?
Yeah, he killed himself with a fucking firework.
So my neighbor Muhammad, I think he was straight up had mortars. Like his fireworks last night were so fucking intense. And then his family, they do it all the time.
Listen, Arabs.
This was like their time to like really shine.
If you ever go to a Muslim wedding or an Arab wedding, man, and they shoot an AK-47, it's like, holy fucking shit, like. And if they really don't know how to shoot a gun, like, yes, they can kill people. And you ever see those videos at a wedding where they kill people by accident, by shooting at the wedding? Can you fucking believe that? Like, that is the epitome of stupid. That's the epitome of the dumbest, the dumbest people in the world. I mean, even at black weddings, they don't shoot guns at weddings. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't mess around.
Anyways, yeah, Rabboni Shalom. I heard your dad, he sounded weaker. Like, how's his health?
I mean, he's wanted to check, he's got back from a checkup.
It impacted his speech?
The what?
It impacted his speech? The stroke?
It did.
Fuck.
But his speech has gotten better.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because I heard him on Clown House, and I was like, oh my god, he really did have a stroke.
He slurs a little bit.
Wow.
Just.
That's like popping a circuit breaker.
Yeah.
My uncle had all that. Like, he had a rare form of a seizure, like at the base of the spine and shit like that. Like, that's not a seizure, I guess, a stroke. But strokes are kind of like, if you have a stroke, can you recover? Or how severe is the stroke? How is a stroke a fucking index kind of thing? It is what it is. I mean,
Well, it depends how long you had the stroke. Where, it's a lot of, like, I actually dated a girl that worked, like, she studied people with aphasia. It's like really wicked smart.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Northwestern graduate student. Like, the people that go to school for 10 years, which I actually don't respect, to be honest. But they're very smart in that limited aspect. But, like, the brain is a pretty wild computer.
Right.
And it's like every second that you don't touch it, like, really matters. And different parts of the brain do different things. And so you could have a high quality of life, but sound fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck happened to RFK?
Didn't he have some kind of damage?
Make him sound like this.
What was that from?
It's either throat cancer or I think it might be mental or some shit. I think he did say it's from like a reaction to something.
Well, they scrape. So he had the surgery done that these trans faggots have, where they scrape your Adam's apple off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a throat surgery.
I'm not 100% pro. He's a little goofy in some regards.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows? Like, who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows?
Probably the biggest VP that they're afraid of, like, being President Wilmington. That's his only option.
Listen, the fact that Kennedy's in this means that we might see some, like, theatrical assassination or some shit, like some Corleone shit go down, Because the powers that be, in my opinion, they don't really want Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Why would they want her? She's not connected. She's only there because of her race and her gender. And if they think that's the secret weapon, that's not the secret weapon. They don't want her there. They can't control it with her there.
But they can't kick her out because they did this whole, like, everything's about race and shit. Like, how embarrassing that is.
They fell into their own, they fell into their own trap, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of fucked. And I think Jill, it sounds like, who knows what's real and what's not real, but they keep saying that Jill Biden, like, really wants to be president.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right now. And saying Hunter, that's what's reported too. That Hunter's like, Dad, we gotta stick in it. We gotta We got to be in it to win it.
Well, Pritzker, I guess they held a conference call with all the governors. So, everybody's saying that the DNC thing is going to be, it's going to be such an awesome August here in Chicago, honestly, because,
I agree.
it's going to be incredible clown house chaos, and, if we can't contribute to liberals at TikTok, we're useless propagandists.
Yeah, but I think, I heard another interesting rumor, and it might have been from you, I forgot. But the Pritzker's too fucking fat to run president. Did you tell me this or someone else
No,
told me
it
this?
wasn't me.
That his doctor is like, you can't run for national politics.
Oh, because he's so
Like, you'll die
unhealthy.
from all the constant plane travel.
He's so unhealthy and fat, yeah.
That actually kind of makes sense.
Well, that's the irony.
3 states a day, and he's like fucking 400 pounds.
See, this is the difference between Lori Lightfoot and Pritzker. Pritzker actually got, double vaxxed.
292 pounds.
What I'm saying is, he got double vaxxed. He got triple boosted. But not Lori Lightfoot. She's a gangster nigga.
But she didn't get vaccinated?
No, fuck no, nigga. These black people know that these pharma companies are scams, but fat Democrats, they don't know nothing. They think, all they do is think about social equity justice, black women, and that's it. That's all they think about.
Are you sure?
Listen, I spend a lot of time listening to clown house rooms.
You're right.
And I've heard the gayest, whitest Democrats who are basically so nefarious and so mercurial, but at the same time, they absolutely hate Trump with an absolute total hatred, and they hate Republicans with a total hatred as well. But Trump is scrambling people's fucking brains, and that debate with Biden was the greatest thing to have ever happened. The propaganda value of that event is so catastrophic. It's like people still can't reconcile what has happened.
Yeah, my uncle was super proud of July 4th. He said he would vote for Trump and it was Trump or Biden, and he had such strong TDS before the debate.
Wow.
I even woke up on, I even got into admit on 9/11 shit for the first time. He's like, wow, Max, you actually kind of changed my opinion. I didn't know there was a Power 7.
Yeah, WTC 7 is the big thing. Like, if you don't have an opinion on that, and you think it came down from office fires, and you look at the NIST report with Dr. Patel, and he's like, yes, I want you to look at the 3D simulation of WTC 7 from the office fires and how catastrophic collapses occurred. Look at the core of the building come down from the fires from the furniture on the first floor. Oh my God, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Patel, for that incredible insight from the National Institute of Science and Technology. You are welcome very much, sir.
I wonder what he's up to now.
He works at Pfizer.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's a project manager and a vice president.
I love this PowerPoint and his little I love their animation. They're so fucked up because they have to make their story make sense and match with what our eyes saw. The office fires are running so fast. But so I think this anti-propaganda effect is gonna have ripples, where people start to question everything. Because we were told that Joe Biden was the smartest man ever 3 days ago, 2 weeks ago. He's the smartest he's ever been. He said, Morgan Joe, fuck you, he said. He said, fuck you if you're not on that program.
Project 2025 is going to discriminate against LGBTQ.
See what Trump just said about that? Dude, Trump just went true social. He was like, I don't know about Project 2025. A lot of what they say is stuff I don't disagree with and it's crazy. I wish them well.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he is his own man, and I just hope he battens, gets in the bunker and is like, okay, we're gonna control this thing this time. We're not gonna let the whole situation control us. And he actually.
None of these swamp bombs here.
Huh?
He fucked up. None of the swamp bombs again. He really fucked up. Kind of thinking that he can negotiate with those people. He needs an army of Ibex.
Well, based on donations and connections, like people are gonna say, you know, we want this guy, that guy, and he's gonna say, okay, but hopefully he'll fire them when they prove that they're traitors, like real quick. That's the problem. It's like if he doesn't start firing people like real quick and like let scams and bad, I hate to say it, but he needs to have Putin moments where he has like where when he produces the Trump television show he fires people, and everybody essentially gets hypnotized on what was the television show he had?
What?
The name of the television show? Apprentice. He needs to make his second presidency like The Apprentice, and he needs to have he needs to have all the heads of the agencies like sitting at a table and saying, what's the trans colonel's name? Dr. Colonel or Dr. General, what's her name?
Rachel Stein, or what's her name?
Anyways, I'm just saying that, like, if he does win and he doesn't actually, like, basically do that, like, we don't stand a chance in hell, because, like, if he is an idiot, which I don't think he is, but if he falls for the scams, because they're gonna scam him. You know, like
they're try for sure.
Yeah, there are intelligence operatives that will pull all kinds of crazy things because they're partisans and insane. And we're not just dealing with politics and party, we're dealing with mental health insanity, where some people are not just like radical revolutionary anarchist crazy people, they're just like so hinged and they're so high up and they're so fucking like totally brainwashed that, you know, you never know what's going to happen with this whole thing. Like, how the tree shakes out, I mean, nobody knows until a JFK event happens and somebody's head gets blown off. That's the whole thing about Godfather, you know? The whole movie rests upon that one assassination. So, you know, assassination is a real political thing. Huh?
The one at the restaurant or the one at the end where he like takes out all the other families?
Oh, there's a ton of assassinations in the movies.
There are.
Yeah.
Which one though you said was the one?
They're all significant because they're all connected in a journey of power. No, what I'm telling you is if the powers that be really don't want Trump because the JFK assassination, 9/11 and George Bush and Obama and all these people are connected, Trump has to be the most targeted man in the world. It's a fact. He has to be the most targeted man in the world at the present moment.
Well, that's why he needs a VP that's scarier to them than Trump. I think that's key. Like if Nikki Haley's his VP, they're taking him out tomorrow.
Oh God.
That's what they want, though.
If he doesn't take like General Flynn or something like that, I mean somebody who can like scare the shit out of people, really.
Like I guess like of the people he's considering, it needs to either be Vivek or JD Vance. Like Doug Bumper, they would take out his planes crashing.
Yeah.
Haley crashing. Marco Rubio is the poison in his Diet Coke.
Well, he's a skull and bonesman from Yale.
Rubio?
No.
Rubio's a fucking gay party word from China.
No, DeSantis.
Oh, DeSantis won't be VP.
Yeah, never say never.
That's true.
Because you don't know the blackmail. We're just idiots. There's real blackmail. There is real blackmail. Real blackmail. Like, we're innocent fucking people watching fireworks on the 4th of July. Well, meanwhile, these people are like billion-dollar estates. I mean, who the fuck are you? I know I'm a nobody.
Yeah, they're probably like hunting people.
Yeah, they're hunting pussy. That's what they're hunting. It's all social. You can see it. I see it a lot on Instagram. I see like elite girls that go to these like mega estates in the Northeast, and they have these big white parties, and it's just a billionaire class. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's crazy people out there who might be like, you know, insane. I mean, we do not know the future, but I'm voting Trump again if I can.
Oh, me too.
There's no other alternative. If he did it once, he can do it again.
I I think more than ever. There's so many more random people that like, you know, did not vote for Trump in 2020.
So look at it this way. What's the what are all these Cook County and what's the Chicago GOP even doing for Trump? Absolutely ugats. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. They don't give a fuck about Donald Trump. They hate Donald Trump and they're all just Democrats.
$1,000 now. That's all they need to be printing Trump signs.
That's a good point.
Oh, John, by the way, you can make money doing that. If you print Trump signs and my dad bought them for $3 and they sell them for $10 donations. There's a major Trump sign shortage.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should have
So
some
that's
made.
something to consider. They're not giving us any.
Okay, I'll go on eBay. I'll buy some today.
Because I would buy one for $10.
That's a good point.
Like, who wouldn't? That's actually like a good, you know, fucking funny.
That's a great idea. We could probably sell 100,000 Donald Trump signs for $10.
Yeah, easily. $9.99.
Okay, well, let me place the order right now.
Sure.
Where's this phone at?
What phone?
I gotta find my phone with my eBay account to place the order.
Oh, you're gonna actually buy used ones?
No, I'm gonna make them myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but make sure you make them for under like $3, or else it's stupid.
I mean,
how much
I need a prototype.
Oh.
I'm not gonna print them up in mass. This is gonna be, you know, first in, first out. If I can sell them, I'll sell them. But I need a prototype to create the marketing.
Very smart. Well, yeah, get it on. Well, you get this one printer. She got fucked over, and she was sitting on 300. But I think this one girl said she can do $3 a sign. But go get your prototype. I gotta go.
Okay, God bless. We're born. I shall.
Thank you.
Okay, peace.